Hello, hello. How are you? Happy Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday. Could it be Wednesday? I think it's Tuesday. How are you? I hope you were having a fabulous day. You know what? I forgot. Please forgive me. This is totally rude and I'm sorry. I hate it when people do this, but I needed to get a new lash brush or brush cleaner. I needed to open a new brush cleaner because my brush cleaner is all gone. I love this brush cleaner. You guys, ladies, you, I'm talking to you right here. If you do not have this brush cleaner in your makeup arsenal, you need it. It is so stinking amazing. So I'm just popping the lid right on. And I will show you. I'll show you really quick why it is so amazing. Okay, so see how dirty this brush is? We're gonna do, I have to get it started. There we go. Okay, so you spray it with this brush cleaner. Now this brush cleaner disinfects it and cleans the brush and conditions the brush all at the same time. So see how I just kind of worked it around a little bit? One squirt, worked it around, and now I'm rubbing it on my towel. And this is so important for your brushes because when you use soap and water for your brushes, which I'm not gonna lie, I still do probably once a month, or probably once every 2 months. I haven't been doing it very often. But see how that brush just got all clean? How awesome is that? So you can go from dark colors to, I'll go ahead and do this one because I have to clean this one off too. You can go from dark colors to light colors with no drying time. That is the best part ever. So when you are using soap and water on your brushes, you the water will usually get down in this area right here. And if you get down in there, that is where the glue is. And it's gonna loosen up your glue on your brushes until your bristles are gonna start falling out and eventually just come out altogether. So by using this, there's no water. There's this, when you look at the ingredients, there's 0 water in this. So it's 0 drying time. Clean, look at that. Guys, did you see that? Look how awesome that is. So I think you need it. I think you need this brush cleaner in your bag because you can use it and your bristles get bristles of the brush actually get conditioned. So it's good for the bristles, which is going to help them last longer as well. So I think just overall, it does really good for your brushes. Okay, so I've got them all cleaned off and I'm ready to go. Usually I do this before we start, and I'm sorry I didn't do it. I meant to do it. I got up to go do it. That's the thing, you guys. You know when you go somewhere, you get up to go do something and you're like, what was I gonna do? Totally forgot what I was gonna do, so I actually just refilled my water. I was like, oh, that must be what I was gonna do, which it wasn't. Okay, so let's get started. So this palette, look how pretty this is. This is a really pretty palette. So you guys know that Laid Back and Agile are 2 of my absolute favorite colors. I use them all the time. And I had my girl come pick this palette. She got Cynical, which is that teal color, and then Laid Back, which is a really nice light color. And so she asked me if I would do a video that would show her how to do the colors so that when she gets her palette in the mail, that she can follow along. So that's what we're doing here. So I'm going to start with a little bit of eye primer, just a little tiny bit, not very much at all. And we're going to pat it around. And we are going to go one more step. So if you have Behold setting powder, this is an awesome way to use this product. I'm going to go ahead and grab my clean blending brush here. And I'm just going to actually tap some of this on. So what this does is it sets that primer, because primer is going to be sticky, and that's good too because you want the shadows to stick to it, but you don't want it to be so sticky that it's too difficult to blend. So I just add a little bit of setting powder, kind of brush it around there. What it does is it kind of neutralizes the stickiness but it also helps absorb any oils that might come out on your eyelids, which would then mix around with your shadows and then have that color like smear around or come off altogether. Now, when I touch my eyes, they are still slightly sticky, so that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to take Laid Back, this lightest one right here, and I'm going to grab my deluxe brush, which I cleaned off because I used sparkles on it yesterday. I used an orange sparkle, so I wanted to make sure that that was clean. So I'm grabbing Laid Back, and we are going to just pat it onto that eyelid. Now you notice with this one, that it is not a solid opaque color, but it does have, it lightens up the eye, and then it has a little bit of shimmer to it as well, little tiny. We call it a satin, okay? So I really like this one because you can do a lighter eye with it and it not be so dramatic. I have a hard time finding a light shade that is good with my skin color. Sometimes it tends to be either too white or just not be anything at all, like be too tan. So this one I really like. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my fluffy crease brush and we're gonna grab Astute, which is that brownish one right there. Now remember, you always start light. It's always better to start light. You can always add more later. You guys know that I have really been practicing my blending abilities. I'm getting better, you guys. I am so happy. And so what that's telling you is that you ladies who often say, oh, I can't do my eyeshadow, practice, just practice. That's all it takes. That's what I'm doing here, is just practicing. And every now and then there might be like a specific thing that I, want to go and like find out more about. And then you can YouTube it. And that's what I do, is I YouTube it and then I practice by showing you how to do it. How easy. This business is so stinking easy. Do you guys not understand? I left the corporate world in April and this is what I'm doing. I'm putting my makeup on with you. How stinking easy is that? And I love it because I will go and watch some YouTube videos if I'm looking for something specific. And then I just come back and practice with you. That's all I do. And then you learn from me, right? Isn't that great? Okay, so put that on. I also want to tell you guys, I just grabbed a little bit more of Astute and I come in on this side. So you guys notice that what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the brow bone itself. That's really where I'm focusing this color, is on the brow bone. I know that, like, for me, when I was like learning these steps, for me it was really difficult to see the vision. So when you're trying to do your makeup and you're going, okay, I can see if I put this color there and then I put that color there, this is what it's going to look like. That's not something that comes naturally to me. It's not very easy for me to do that. So when I would try to start doing like this with my eyes right now, I would like freak out and I'm like, it's going to look horrible. That's not what I want it to look like. And then it would just completely either mess up, or I would stop, or I would try to second guess and I'd be like, oh no, I know better. I know how to do it better. Like, forget what I learned. And then it would end up being a mess. So what I'm trying really, really, really hard is to do what the experts tell me to do and learn from them. And I'm seeing a huge difference in my blending ability with the eyeshadows by doing that, okay? So I think you should do the same. Okay. Let me add just a little tiny bit more right here. So I'm going on the brow bone itself. So, when we're doing our makeup, we think, oh, we need to be in the crease, right? But no, you want the makeup to come above your crease so that when your eyes are open, which our eyes are mostly open, we can actually see the makeup. So right now, as I'm just blending it out, making that line a little bit softer. Now I am going down, I am pulling what's left on the brush down into that crease area. And that's gonna help that blend between the different colors that we're gonna use, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my crease brush And I'm gonna grab Cynical, which is the teal, that one right there. So we're gonna grab some of that. Now remember, you can always add more later. Okay, so this I am going to come in right here at the like the crease, just above the crease, and I'm pushing the color towards the middle. And I'm doing it in a V. I'm picking that one spot and I'm going from that one spot out, okay? So I'm sticking to that same spot and I'm going out from that same spot and I'm just pushing the color. Okay, so I'm gonna stop because I feel like it's getting a little bit dark. It's not blending, it's just putting more and more product on. So I wanna wait and see if I can get my brush clean. So let's come over here to this side and do whatever's left on the brush. My phone, sorry guys. I don't know if you guys can hear the vibrating. If you can, I apologize because I know that's extremely annoying when I'm watching other people's live videos. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna rub it on the towel and try to get some of that, most of that color off, okay? And then I'm gonna come back and soften it up. So I'm sticking in the V formation. And then now whatever's left, I'm kind of coming up the brow bone a little bit. And then back down, okay? I think, remember we want our eye to pull up. So I think I went out just a little bit too far. But see how easy that was to clean up? Okay, we're gonna add more to this, but we're gonna leave it like that for right now. Let's go ahead and do the other side. There's more on this side, so maybe I should even it up just a little bit. So you want to be very gentle with the brush strokes that you do. The softer the brush strokes, the better. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, no I'm not. I'm going to go, yes I am. I'm going to go back to my fluffy crease brush. Okay. Hey, hi Erica. So I'm going to grab Agile, which is my favorite maroon color. That one right there. Hello everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so now I'm going to take that Agile and I'm actually going to go right over the Cynical and then out just a little bit further. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think it's really pretty. I think she picked some really good colors here. And the thing is with these colors is you can actually use all four, or you can combine like just 2 or 3 of them. Okay. Hold on, I need to check something. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna come in with more Agile. And we're just blending over that Cynical. Hello, everybody. Okay, so we are gonna, I already did my foundation. So we have to kind of clean up those corners a little bit. Okay, so now I always keep a clean, fluffy brush, a blending brush. So this one is clean. It doesn't have any product. Well, it had the setting powder, but it's translucent. And so what I'm doing is I'm just going over any of my lines, my connections, you know, like where the colors come together, and I'm just blending it, okay? Softening up those lines, make sure there's no harsh lines. And I think I want to grab more of the cynical and pull it over more. See, the more I practice, the better I get. And you can kind of like see. Okay, so I'm gonna grab more Agile now, that maroon. And now I'm not going all the way over to the corner. I'm not coming all the way over here with the Agile. I'm going kind of on the end of the cynical and pulling it. And then a little bit extra right there in that crease. Okay. So now we're going to grab that brush again. Just kind of try to blend any of the edges. Okay, so let's see what it looks like once we get the mascara on. You guys know that I always have a problem. I'm like, I don't know if we're done until I get, so I'm just taking Laid Back right now. I'm dusting it in the corner of my eye and on the eyelid to kind of highlight that area, okay? And then you can grab just a little bit more and you can blend out that top part. And blend out the edge. We'll see. I'm not sure if it's blended. Okay, we'll see. I think I'm gonna end up, well, I'll just do it right now because I think I'm gonna end up wanting to do it anyway. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of the cynical and come right here. So I'm just tapping it. I'm tapping it along my eyelashes a little bit. I feel like I can't stop. I feel like I'm like, oh, let's just add a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more. But see how I was a little bit nervous to add too much, but how easy it is to continue adding more. But if you had applied too much and you were trying to get rid of it, how difficult would that be? That would not work very well at all. Okay, so because we were working with Cynical, which is kind of a teal color, I'm gonna grab my teal eyeliner. I love using my teal eyeliner. It's called Presumptuous. I absolutely love it. I just think that if you have blue eyes, it really brings out the blueness. And then if you have green eyes, it actually brings out the green. It kind of works with both. Oh, here. No, I didn't know where my sharpener was. Okay. All right, you guys gonna watch me put my eyeliner on here. So I always straighten out my eye. I know you're not supposed to. And I'm just going back and forth. Going back and forth. Now I'm gonna grab my what is this called? Liner pencil. I think that's what it's called. And I'm just gonna soften it up and pull that color all the way across. And then what you do when you get to the outer edge is you follow the lash line from your bottom lashes and you pull it up. Now, you only have about 30 to 60 seconds to smudge this liner around, otherwise it's set and it's not moving. And you notice that right now, even it's not moving very much at all because it's set. Once it's set, it's not moving, and that's what's so amazing about it. I love this stuff. Okay, so let's do the other eye. And then you follow your lash line up. Okay. Okay, so then here's a little bit of a trick for you or tip for you. Come in under your lashes. So I'm just drawing like on the lashes themselves. And a little bit on like the line, like the where the lashes are coming out of, like that part. I'm not coming in on like the waterline or anything. Like I'm not touching my eyeball is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what the right way to describe it. But I'm really filling in that area because it's gonna make that eye pop more without taking up more space on the eyelid with more liner. Then you want to straighten out all those lashes because you just drew all over them, right? So you want to make sure they're all going the right way, and you want to do that pretty quickly because, like I said, once our eyeliner sets, our eyeliner sets. So if the lashes are going in different directions, then they're gonna kind of freeze that way. Okay, curl the lashes. You guys know that that is one of my biggest tips, that if you want longer lashes, curl them. Curl them, okay? Just curl them. So I start at the base of my lashes and then I work my way up. And you always want to curl your lashes that are clean. You never want to curl your lashes that have mascara on them. You don't, because that could damage your lashes. It could break them off and you don't want that at all. So I'm using my primer first. This will condition my lashes, which is going to help my lashes grow longer because they're not going to break off. And then also, it helps hold the curl. So wherever you bent your lashes at, it's going to help kind of freeze it right there. And then what else? Oh, because when you apply your mascara over the top of it, it builds on top of it. So this adds volume. It actually adds like product to the lash itself. So when you put the mascara, it builds on top of that primer, which then makes your lashes look thicker and longer. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my Epic waterproof mascara today. You guys notice that I waited until the primer was nearly all the way dry. When you get your primer and your mascara, just play with it, see what you like. I have customers and friends in the business who like to apply the primer and then immediately apply the mascara. Other people like it better if they let it dry all the way. And then some people are like me and kind of want it a little bit in the middle. So there are no rules. The primer does not come with clear instructions. So just play with it and see what you like, okay? All right, so I like to blow dry my lashes. Just something I just can't help but do. So I put it on warm, on high volume and warm. And when you blow dry your lashes, it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to just make sure that all the lashes are going right where you want them to go. And then I'm shooting it with cold air. And see how that just like makes it voila, voila. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on the lower lashes, and then I'm gonna pop off here because you guys know how to apply mascara. So I just go ahead and use the primer on the lower lashes. And then add my Epic Waterproof. And there you go. Bam. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thank you for joining me. If you got any of the colors from me and you want me to kind of show you how to apply them, I will be happy to do that. Just let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye. You want to jump on? I didn't hit finish. Say hello. Bye.